Really, at a very fundamental level, it's about recognizing that we're all human beings. We're all entitled to a certain amount of respect.
I think equality is a way of being.
It's a very basic human principle of treating others the way you want to be treated.
Once you have respect, then I think equality follows directly. If I respect you, then we are equal.
Accommodating their needs, without making this stand out as something exceptional that we do. It has to be part of our day-to-day operations.
That everybody gets recognized for the job they are doing and for the quality of the job they are doing. Just let people grow in their own way.
The core values are very important because in some respects they actually define the university now. And so therefore equality and diversity actually are at the heart of every single one of them. They're about opening up to anyone who's good enough, offering them the opportunity to be part of a world-class higher educational culture and university.
I had a number of offers from American universities and Queen's. What convinced me to come here was really the people.
I came here over 10 years ago, and what brought me here was people. I wanted to do my PhD with Professor Ken Seddon. When I saw he's based in Queen's, I thought, okay, I'm coming to Queen's, and I came here, and well, I liked it enough to stay for the decade.
When I first did come to Queen's, it was in the mid-70s when people were sort of getting at each other's throats in these parts. And where we come from, like in Sri Lanka, we're a very old civilization, and the next duty was to apply whatever little talent we have to pushing forward the frontier of science. And so here was an opportunity in terms of a place where I could develop some chemistry.
When I drove off for my interview, which was in June, I obviously didn't know anyone in Belfast. What I really liked, and I will never forget this, after my interview, instead of just sending me back, they organized for me to go out and have a coffee with a colleague there who started recently, which I thought was extremely kind and extremely human of the university.
I think the Equal Opportunities Unit and Equality and Diversity Unit, as it's now known, has helped be a challenge to the university internally to ensure that it grows and develops in the right way, going beyond compliance and creating an environment where our staff have access to not just fair employment practices, but the best employment practices, and ensuring that, for example, in terms of recruitment and selection, that if we have underrepresented groups, whether it's in terms of disability, age, gender, and religious belief, that we put in place affirmative action measures to address those imbalances.
Well, I have people from 10 different countries in the lab, probably 6 or 7 different religions.
More recently, well, we started a family, I had a baby, and this is the moment where you really appreciate a family-friendly workplace and environment where they are really supportive for different moments of your life.
Queen's Gender Initiative has really been a driving force in developing and delivering both policies and practices around gender equality. It has really been a commitment that has embedded itself over the last 20 years. And so when it comes to Athena Swan then, we already had a bedrock on which to build our advances.
As a university, why would we throw away the brains and ideas and innovation that females bring to the world? We'd be much poorer for that, and we have been much poorer for it.
Athena Swan has helped us shine a light on areas where we need to get better and where we need to improve. That's why we're one of the leaders in terms of our awards.
There's always room for improvement. This is not a project with an end in sight.
We need to work much more closely with our student body to make them aware not just of gender equality, but equality and diversity in the wider sense.
The gender equality agenda in terms of females and males is now sufficiently mature to be able to broaden out and be more inclusive.
The diversity agenda is packed full of really interesting subjects. Even if we were just to concentrate on LGBT issues, we could do so much.
I think the fact that we are coming up with groundbreaking, innovative ideas, how do we make our campus more accessible, how do we make our campus more inclusive, is something that universities should be at the forefront of, and I'm quite proud that that has happened and is happening. We've developed a new transgender equality policy. Thankfully, Queen's is getting very much ahead of the game on this one, especially in our country, which is fantastic to see.
Meeting people from different cultures, different religions, different ethnic groups has its own enriching experience.
Instead of traveling to different places, the world is coming to you. You have all the opportunities to gain from that.
It's such a rich and such a nice, welcoming environment if you're in Belfast. And you'll be surprised that the more amount of people you meet, the more you realize that you don't know anything about the world.
It's a good university. It's a good place with good people. That's very important. It's a place where you will feel welcome and you can grow as a person.
Issues around equality in all its shapes and forms are taken seriously, and that is without compromising on the excellence of the research, on the excellence of the teaching, and on the excellence of the friendships that one finds here.
You're walking into an institution that has very significant heritage, but it's actually an institution that's looking forward from that heritage with real confidence and conviction, and that's a wonderful environment to be part of.